Okay, so we're gonna do some quadratics stuff first. So these are parabolas. So what does that look like, right? So y equals x squared. If I was to graph that, it's gonna be a parabola like this. This is called the parent function of the parabola. It crosses at 0, 0 right there. But let's describe this now a little bit. I want you to know a little bit about it. When you see a 3 in front of it, what does that mean, right? So let's move this up a little bit. And what does that mean? Have a 3 or a 1/3? What does that mean? Well, a 3 makes it more narrow. And a 1/3 makes it more wide. So I'd like you guys to understand that just for a moment here. So a fraction makes it wide, and a whole number makes it narrow. That's just kind of the gist. So let's give you a little test here. So which one is which? So we have a 1/10 x squared and a 10x squared. So if I was to give you two, let's do this. So if I have this function and this function, which one goes with which one, right? The 1/10 goes with the wide curve, and the 10, the whole number, goes with the narrow curve. So that's just kind of a little starter on it. Let's do one more thing to start. Quadratics are, again, parabolas. So there's my parabola right there crossing at 0, 0. Well, what happens when I put a negative in front of it? Well, it flips it, right? It flips it. The 3, so this is now going to be down, and this is going to be up, based on the sign in front, right? Now, what about these last 3 here? Can we describe them without even graphing them? Can we describe it? That 3 is positive, so the curve is going to go up. That 3 is a whole number, so it's a narrow curve. So I'm going to graph it. It's going to look like this, up and narrow. How about this second one here, negative 5x squared? That's down because of that negative, and it's narrow because of the whole number 5. So if I was to graph this, it would look like this, a narrow and down function. All right, last one, negative 1/4 x squared. What does that look like? Well, it's negative means down, and a fraction means wide. So if I was to graph this, I know it's going to be down and wide, something like that it would look like. So good luck on your homework.